listening to AM Ocala Live WOCA, the Source 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Thursday, March 12th. We're rolling through the morning here so far. If you're on your way to work, on your way to school, running errands, just out and about, thank you for listening. We are also streaming live, YouTube Live, WOCA, the Source Radio. As a little bit of news bits, there's here and there to talk about. A lot of it comes away with a little bit of the coronavirus. This one, as national news, actor Tom Hanks says he and his wife, actress Rita Wilson, have been diagnosed with coronavirus. In a statement posted to Instagram, Hanks said he and his wife were traveling in Australia when they were tested after exhibiting symptoms like tiredness, body aches, chills, and slight fevers. Quote, "Well, now, what to do next? The medical officials have protocols that must be followed. Hanks will be tested, observed, and isolated for as long as public health and safety requires. Not much more to it than a one day at a time approach," right? He wrote. As he posted there on the Instagram, "Hey, hello folks, Rita and I are down here in Australia. We felt a bit tired, like we had cold and some body aches. Rita had some chills that came and went, slight fevers too. To play things right as in needed with the world right now, we were tested for the coronavirus and found positive. And we'll keep you posted and updated. Take care of yourselves," from the Hanks. Warner Brothers confirmed that the actor was in Australia doing pre-production work on a film about singer Elvis Presley. And with that, according to the World Health Organization, there are currently more than, of course, 120 cases of corona found in Australia. Prime Minister Scott Morrison's government announced a $11.4 billion economic plan to support the country's economy, as well as the world's deal with the significant challenges posed by the threat of the virus. The star's couple's diagnosis forced Australia's Nine network to enact what is called a crisis resource plan. As Wilson had visited the channel's morning show, Today Extra, for an appearance with the host David Campbell, Belinda Russell on Monday, the show airs on CNN's affiliated Nine network. Speaking on radio 2GB or 2 gigabyte to host Deborah Knight on Thursday, Campbell said he spent about a half hour with Wilson. "She was delightful and it was really nice. She didn't seem to have any symptoms of anything. She was very cautious," she said. She actually made a joke of coming into the studio saying, "We shouldn't shake hands, we should bump elbows." As Campbell said, he and his co-host are undergoing tests for coronavirus, as he added he will pull his children out of school while awaiting his test results. So now a couple actors in Hollywood now have it, and it's beloved Tom Hanks and his wife. So there's a little something there. It's getting tough nowadays to talk a little bit more and keep everything positive when so much is thrown at us here. Florida Department of Transportation shuts down busy Interstate 75 off-ramp in Ocala to remove pipe. The Florida Department of Transportation has closed the Interstate 75 off-ramp at State Road 200. The busy off-ramp will remain shut down through today while crews from the DAB Constructors Incorporated remove a pipe from the area. Motorists seeking access to State Road 200 from northbound I-75 are advised to continue past the closed off-ramp, exit I-75 at State Road 40, make a left on State Road 40, and then come back on I-75 southbound to get to the southbound off-ramp at I-75 and State Route 200. So as of through today, shut down through today, Thursday, March 12th, Florida Department of Transportation shuts down the off-ramp, 75 off-ramp in Ocala, the one right there at State Road 200, for removing a pipe. So that's information out there just in case those who are listening are thinking about that off-ramp there. Ocala man jailed after fight with woman who badmouthed his mom. What you talking about, my mama? An Ocala man was arrested Sunday after he admitted to hitting a woman who badmouthed his mother. Dio Ram, of 37 years old, was standing in the garage when Marion County Sheriff's deputy arrived at the incident location. Ram said he, and the victim were having a verbal argument inside the residence about the victim cussing his mother, according to the sheriff's report. Asked whether anything physical happened during the confrontation, Ram replied, "Yeah, I hit her." He said he hit the victim in the arm with an open hand, the report said. Interviewed in the bedroom of the residence, the victim said Ram had been calling her a, quote, bitch and a, quote, whore, who stated calling his mother bad names. She said Ram hit her but didn't draw any blood or cause damage. The victim said she was hit in the face and that Ram struck her during past arguments. She became extremely uncooperative, verbally aggressive, when she was told Ram was going to be arrested, according to the report. Ram was charged with domestic battery and taken to Marion County Jail, where he was released Tuesday, $500 bond. He will appear in Marion County Court on April 22nd. Those are always interesting articles nonetheless, as this one here. She's talking about his mama, sticking up for his mama. Don't talk about my mama. Ocala hosting free tire disposal day for city residents. Residents in the city of Ocala will be able to dispose of tires during an upcoming Amnesty Day. Free tire disposal will be held Saturday, March 14th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the corner of Northeast 14th Street and Northeast 8th Avenue, and the Hampton Aquatic Fun Center located at 255 Northwest Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Tires generated by businesses will not be accepted, and there is a limit of 10 tires per resident. This service is for residents living within the city limits, and a driver's license listing a city address may be requested. And for more information about the free tire disposal day, for more information, you can contact the City of Ocala Residential Sanitation Division at 352-351-6697. That's 351-6697. As of a few days ago there, Marion County firefighters battled a blaze in Ocala Mobile Home. Multiple crews from Marion County Fire Rescue battled a blaze in the Ocala Mobile Home early Monday morning. This came up. The firefighters responded to a blaze in the 17,000 block of Southeast 65th Street after several 911 callers reported heavy smoke and flames coming through the roof of the structure. They also reported that the residence was vacant. Crews with the Lynn Engine Company number 4 arrived on the scene to find the double-wide mobile home approximately 50% involved in flames. Engine 4's crew went into the offensive mode and passed command to District Captain number 2 as additional crews from the Umatilla Station number 6, Weirsdale Station number 27, and Volunteer Station number 26 and Anthony Station number 1 arrived on the scene shortly after to assist in the extinguishing of the fire. Firefighters on Rescue number 4 completed a primary search of the structure and verified that nobody was home at the time. Firefighters were able to make an aggressive interior attack on the fire, calling it under control at 8:19 a.m. The cause of the origin of the fire are under investigation by the State Marshal's Office. A firefighter suffered a minor injury while battling the fire, but is expected to make a speedy and quick recovery. And some of the drawn-out pictures of that were a lot of flames rising there. That was heavy, nonetheless, as that is. We're going to take a quick little break, and when we come back, we'll do a little bit more of news bits. And remember, stay tuned for 9 o'clock for Veterans News. That is Thursday, March 12th. We'll be doing Veterans News. You're listening to 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
The largest aerospace expo in the South, Sun and Fun, returns to the skies of Lakeland March 31st through April 5th. It's not just an air show, it's everything aviation in 2020. Walk among hundreds of aircraft and be amazed at air shows with breathtaking aerobatic displays by the world's top pilots. See mighty warbirds in flight, from vintage bombers to modern fighter jets, and feel the heat of a 1,000-foot wall of fire. Plus, new for 2020, our STEM-tastic pavilion with dozens of interactive activities for all ages. Oh, and let's not forget the precision flying of the U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds. Take advantage of the Florida Resident Weekend Special, Saturday, April 4th and Sunday, April 5th, and get 3 shows for the price of 1. Come Saturday, stay for the night air show with its amazing Star Dance Spectacular Drone Light Show, aerobatic flyers, plus a fireworks display. Then return Sunday for an additional show for free. Children under 10 are free, so make plans to bring the whole family and experience the past, present, and future of aviation at the Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo. Visit us at flysnf.org.
Sunshine and some clouds today, high 81 to 85. Tonight mainly clear, low 60. Tomorrow sunshine and warm, high 84 to 88. Saturday warm with some sunshine, high 84 to 88. Sunday cloudy and remaining warm, high 84 to 87. Monday, times of clouds and sunshine, high Monday 83 to 88.
PPIR is a networking group formed to serve the realtor and small business community. It primarily serves the real estate and construction industry, but is open to all businesses that provide any service or product to the real estate business community. PPIR has no membership dues or fees for attendees. The watchwords are keep it simple and maximize networking time. PPIR chapters meet 3 times monthly at different locations after normal business hours. For information on this, call 352-615-9412 or go to events at ppirevents.com. PPIR, professional people in real estate.
Adam here. Join me Wednesday, the 18th, when Aaron Porter, Marketing and Public Relations Manager, and Alan Panksa, Chief Executive Officer, will be my guest at 10:30 to tell us about the exciting things happening at the Gainesville Regional Airport and why it makes sense to fly local. Again, that's 10:30 on the 18th on WOCA 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source. Fly Gainesville. It's close and it's easy.
Ocala, you asked for it, and it's back. Bob Wine's famous buy one, get one at half price deal on trees. Choose any large tree up to 6 feet tall for just $49.99. Then you get a second one just like it for half price. And here's a super tree buy. Get a big number 7 size magnolia, regularly $139 for just $99.99. You've got to see the dozens of tree deals to believe it. And how about this citrus tree special? Nice size citrus trees, oranges, lemons, limes, many more, as low as $59.99, and you get a free bag of fertilizer with your purchase. Don't forget those spring veggies, great selection, still just $3.49 for the Super 4-pack. Many, many, many buy one, get one free deals on other great spring growers, including plumbago, hydrangea, arborvitae, and many more. By all means, check the ad, then head on over to Bob Wines on Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, in the same blooming place since 1952.
Ah, the joys of flying from a major hub.
Come on, guys, we gotta go.
Wait, honey, but our flight doesn't leave for 5 hours.
I know, but traffic could be bad. Then there's trying to find a parking spot, then the mile walk to check in, and of course security could take a while.
Skip the circus and fly regional. From parking to boarding and everything in between. It's just better.
Gainesville Regional Airport, now boarding with over 343 destinations in one stop. Non-stop service to Dallas-Fort Worth, Atlanta, Charlotte, and Miami. Fly with us. You'll be glad you did. For more information, visit flygainesville.com.
WOCA.
Listening to AM Ocala Live, WOCA, The Source, 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday, as it is the 12th of March. Beautiful day out there currently right now as the temperature's warming up just a little bit more as we now are at 54 degrees. Beautiful morning. And we should see a high in the mid-80s today, which should be absolutely gorgeous. And go from there. We have a caller. Good morning. You're on the air, WOCA Ocala.
Good morning, Adam.
Good morning, partner. How are you doing?
Pretty good. See, I just wanted to say, sensational, great, wonderful radio again today. Very interesting listening from doomsday to whatever.
Yeah, thank you very much, partner. Yeah, and I was just talking a little bit off air there that this is a lot. I haven't been doing this for very long, but all of this talk of coronavirus is it's kicking my butt. It's kicking my butt. Nonetheless, but.
On your bit news segment there, you had a little article about the fire department and everything. I always was wondering, at the airport, do they have fire equipment there in case of an emergency?
They do, yes. They have quite a bit of equipment just for that reason, and if there's an emergency declared, usually, regardless of what the emergency is, usually they get ready and they'll have all the equipment, the trucks, and everything ready to go. It's pretty astute. It's not bad, and we thank those guys who are on duty for us if there is anything that needs to be done there at the airport.
Is that like a 24-hour on duty for the fire men?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that works, and I don't think they're necessarily stationed there. I think they are nearby, but the amount of equipment they have in lieu of something to, let's say, put out flames of a burning airplane or something to that extent, they have ready to go. And that's a good question overall, but I think they're
evidently they haven't had a problem because I haven't heard of anything in the news for forever. A fire or a plane that crashed with a fire. So far it must be a pretty safe situation.
Right. Obviously, outside of what we heard from 200 there with the twin engine that went down. A few months ago. But other than that, as far as out at the airport, knock on wood,
Yeah, I was trying to get a hold of Galen when he was on. I couldn't get through, but I was wondering a question: if you're like a ticket holder or a season ticket holder, and all of a sudden all these games are canceled, are you going to get repaid on that?
Reimbursement.
Or that's going to be quite a problem for these different ball clubs.
I started to think about that too. That's a good point, my friend. With suspension of the NBA, for those who listen, the NBA has now suspended the remainder of the 2020 season until further notice in lieu of coronavirus outbreak. And with that, it's also wondering, what happens to somebody who is a season ticket holder? What does that mean when, let's say it goes for 3 weeks where they decide, okay, it's not as bad as we thought. Let's go ahead and get started back playing. What does that mean for those games? Do they get reimbursed? If it doesn't come back for the rest of the season, does it get reimbursed then? Or, however, I imagine they would, right, at some point, especially if it was for the rest of the season. So. At least for the remainder of those games, the amount of games there are. Now, one of the things Galen and I was talking about, was that an overreaction? Was that something that was a little much? And like he said, he prefaced with saying that he's been a little bit negative on the idea of sports lately with the way there's such a PR presentation, if you will. And actually, with us coming into mid-March, there's only a few more weeks left in the season for the NBA anyway. And
you're right.
It does impact what's there for the necessary playoff games. But as far as suspending the regular season, and then is that part of just then bringing it back for the playoffs with the teams that are already with the record? Who knows? There's actually a lot of variables in there. I'm kind of interested to see how that plays out. But great point overall for the people that already paid the money for the tickets, right? Yeah.
Well, it'd be kind of funny. It'd be kind of fun to watch a game without anybody in the audience.
It'd be interesting. It'd just be like, well, let me see. Let me put this in perspective. It'd be like watching. Will be like watching a Cavaliers game when LeBron left to go to Miami, and it'd be like watching a Cavaliers game. Well, nothing's changed like it is now because there's nobody in the stands anyway because they're dead last and they're the worst team in the NBA, just like Golden State.
Right.
The only thing Golden State's got going for them is the brand new facility that's being there in downtown San Francisco. So,
I guess when you come right down to it, it would be kind of like watching fireworks on television.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, bye. Thanks a lot. We'll be seeing you later. Bye.
You got it, partner. Thank you very much. As we make our way here towards the 9 o'clock hour, stay tuned for Veterans News. It's Thursday for Veterans News this March 12th. And if there's any questions you have during Veterans News, I encourage you to get ready for that and give us a call, 622-9622. We'll be back after this. WOCA, The Source.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Non-Americans starting Saturday will not be allowed